Gentlemen, on behalf of the Board of Directors, I present Julie Elders for induction into the Chatham Sports Hall of Fame in the Athlete Legend category.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Harold Gillies, Mr. Tom Hardy, Mr. Larry Leahy, for all of your hard work in nominating me and to the Chatham Sports Hall of Fame. It is my pleasure to be here today to accept this award. Being inducted into the Chatham Sports Hall of Fame is a great honor and recognition for all those years of hard work and dedication. Being recognized by the community I grew up in is a very special honor, and not something I thought about while I was going to practice day in and day out. Training and competing in shot put was an activity that I loved. In sports, winning is usually the goal, but some of my greatest memories were from meets I didn't even win. The times I faced great competition, a stressful environment, and adverse weather conditions, yet overcame the challenges to throw a personal best to win second place or third place were the times that shaped me as a person. Shot put taught me both the pressure and responsibility of being a single event athlete, as well as all of the camaraderie and friendships of many coaches and many teammates. I once had a coach at the University of Manitoba ask, "Julie, how did you ever get started in track and field?" And I thought, what a great question. So it all began when I was a little kid. I have an older brother and older sister who every morning got ready to go to this amazing place called school. And my father was a teacher, so he got to go and have fun all day too. Finally, I was in kindergarten, and in the spring we practiced track and field. Since we were only little, we didn't have a full track and field day, but instead we had a half day or a fun day or a play day. So on play day, we got to compete in a sprint, a short jump, a ball throw, and a beanbag toss into hula hoops. I had a blast. And guess what the prizes were? Money. If you placed third, you won a nickel. If you placed second, you won a dime. And if you placed first, you won a whole quarter. By the end of the day, I had collected enough cash to go to the treat table, where I purchased a bottle of pop and a licorice. Now, being a smart kid, I took the licorice and put it into my glass bottle of pop and used it as a straw. And what a great day. I discovered that I loved track and field. But the best part of that story was that my mom was there volunteering at the snack table as a good parent volunteer. And she got to see me compete in all of my events that day. In fact, I was very fortunate that both of my parents were able to come to so many of my sports over the years, from softball to volleyball to OFSA basketball tournaments while at John McGregor, to all of those track meets, even as far away as Vancouver. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for all of your support. I really appreciate it. I'd also like to thank my wife, Lisa, for being so supportive. Even though you didn't know me then, it's been fun reliving these memories with you now. Besides my family, I was also very fortunate to have practiced and trained with so many great coaches and teammates over the years. Thank you to the Royal Canadian Legion Track and Field Program. From Queen Elizabeth, I'd like to thank Mr. David Tubb, Mr. Mike Penner, Mrs. Dorian, Mr. David Welton, Mr. Bob Van, and Mr. Brown. For my years as a Panther while at John McGregor, I'd like to thank Mr. Dave Hyatt, Miss Ann Ball, Mr. Hank Schmidt, Mr. Larry Leahy, Mr. Bud Day, Mr. Mort Giles, Mr. Frank Henry, and Mrs. Luella Curry. I'd also like to thank my coach, Bruce Burney. It was a pleasure working with and learning from you during my time while at the University of Manitoba. Having the opportunity to live in Winnipeg and travel across Canada was integral in helping me become the person I am today. In closing, thank you to the members of the Sports Hall of Fame for your dedication and your time to help establish a history of athletic accomplishments in Chatham and to help build a legacy for the future. I appreciate your time and energy in giving back to this community. And to all of you out there who love pop, candy, and playing outside, just think one day you may end up in the Hall of Fame. Thank you.
Well done, Julie. What a great start. Two great speeches to kick things off. We found out that Julie has a sugar fix. Who puts licorice into bottles of pop to drink them? Loves sugar, loves sports. Well done. And I love the fact that Julie paid tribute to the Legion and what they do for track in our community, because they do an amazing job encouraging kids to get out there and continue competition when it comes to track and field. Congratulations, Julie Elders, in the Athlete Legend category tonight.